John Welch making a good start. John, who didn't get a first run in yesterday when the front diff broke on that car. They brought it to the start line, but he didn't get in a time at all. And John Welch coming away, leading this one, I think. Yes, no, been taken there by the Metro 6R4 of Guy Williams. Guy coming all the way around the outside in the Century Plant enter. Guy Williams leads it. It's Stephen Palmer down in third place. A cracking drive there for the young man from Surrey. Guy Williams leads it. John trying to come on the inside. Can't do so at the moment. Going to do it. Yes, John Welch through on the inside. Guy Williams going with him. A bit of door handling as they go away. Down Harry Hill into Paddock Bend. Steve Palmer watching it happen in third place. Stephen Palmer sitting there in third place, the British champion. Stephen, of course, will be wanting to do well here today because remember, this is also the final of the Sherwood British Open Championship, which Steve Palmer would like to take victory in, as well as the British National Series, which he clinched here earlier this year. And Steve Palmer at the moment, though, being pushed down into third place as John Welch comes up, and John Welch it is in the lead with the unique 4x4 turbocharged Astra into the Devil's Elbow, flame pouring from the exhaust. Stephen Palmer trying to come through on the inside as Guy Williams goes a bit wide. Guy Williams, though, holding station, and I think as they go into the elbow, Guy Williams going to retain that second spot. He is, yes, Guy Williams still holding off Stephen Palmer. John Welch, the leader. Down into Chesson's was a lead which was held all the way around to the North Bend hairpin. It's being held here through Paddock, through the chicane, and back towards Chesson's Drift once again. Still John Welch leading it from Guy Williams. Stephen Palmer coming in, and this has got to be one of the best races we've seen of the weekend, and it's an all-British trio coming away. John Welch from Guy Williams from Stephen Palmer as they go down into the elbow once again, and yet any one of these three drivers could take this race. Still John Welch leading. Guy Williams trying to get that lead back. Stephen Palmer trying to come in and take second place, and then have a look at John Welch. He can't do so at the moment. The order's still the same. Guy Williams very sideways round the North Bend hairpin. They accelerate away down Harry Hill. The two normally aspirated 6R4s taking on the John Welch car, which of course has to carry a bit more weight than these normally aspirated devices behind him. So John at the moment perhaps with more power but a little bit more weight to drag around the Lytton circuit, but he's using that to good advantage as they come into Chessons, and it's still John Welch from Guy Williams. And can Guy go around the outside again the way he did on the first lap? Guy certainly having a look to go around the outside of Chessons. He gets alongside John Welch, but John holding him off as they come onto the Dover slope, and down it is indeed, almost a dead heat, but John Welch I think just getting it there. So the Formula A final coming up, and this one promises to be really something. We ride with Barry Scribb on board with the camera, and Will Gollop's coming away from pole position, and is Will Gollop going to be the leader here? And you can see Pat Duran. Oh, and Pat Duran in trouble under braking, and he's caused all manner of problems. Pat Duran losing it under braking there and causing mayhem as they went into that first corner. Will Gollop's car rolling back onto the track. We see a replay of it from on board with Barry Scribb, and you can see we had Pat Duran coming right across the bows of Barry Scribb, and indeed Barry Scribb, I think, in a lot of problems with his car, trying to get going again, pulling off onto the grass. As the rest of the field go away, it looks as though Barry Scribb, no, he has got going again. There is Pat Duran coming through with the bodywork all as straight. Pat Duran leading it. We've got John Maloney in second place, Dennis Biggerstaff, Rob Moffat, Dermot Carnegie, and we've got troubles there also for Guy Williams. Bodywork rubbing on the tyre, I would think. Surely this race is going to be stopped. There is Will Gollop still in the centre of the track, and they have indeed red flagged it. It has been red flagged. This then is the rerun of the A final, and it's Dermot Carnegie who's made a tremendous start. John Maloney challenging Will Gollop for second place, but I think Will might get that second spot as they accelerate away out of the first corner. Has he taken the lead? No, he hasn't. Dermot Carnegie's got it. Dermot from Will Gollop. So Will Gollop being headed for the first time in an A final, and despite the fact that we thought that Will Gollop was the reason for the red flag, he has been allowed in the restart. So Will Gollop still in the race. There goes Guy Williams. That's Rob Moffat looking over his shoulders to see where everyone is. Well, I think they're at the other end of the track, Rob. They're in front of you, not behind you. And there they come, and it is indeed Dermot Carnegie, the Dubliner, leading. John Maloney down in third place. Dennis Biggerstaff from Dromore in County Down is in fourth. So it's the Irish very strong here, with three cars in the first four, and headed by the total backed car of Dermot Carnegie, the Autotest ace from Ireland, who is now very much a rallycross ace as well. The All-Ireland champion, Dermot Carnegie, leads Will Gollop. And Will, at the moment, being really headed for the first time in an A final in the British Championship. He currently leads both Formula A category and the overall category with a maximum point score. But at the moment, Dermot is trying to take that away from him. And Dermot doing it very effectively here at the moment. Dermot Carnegie still holding that advantage. John Maloney still third. Dennis Biggerstaff fourth. So Carnegie still holding him, and the crowd here at Mondello Park are absolutely on their toes with excitement because they can see that Will Gollop has been headed, and they're loving every minute of it because it's their local hero from Dublin, just down the road. Dermot Carnegie, the man who leads here on the County Kildare circuit. The County Kildare Motor Club organises this event in fine style as Will Gollop goes up to take the lead. Will Gollop leads it. And suddenly the crowd quietened down a little bit. Dermot hanging on though in second place. Big John Maloney, the conditions out there which are now fairly slippery, and each and every one of them thinking that perhaps a place in the super final is fairly secure for them. Not least of all Will Gollop, and Will coming on to complete his domination of the Formula A category in the British Series. Former Mondello champion there, John Maloney, goes through with third spot. But it's Will Gollop, and Will Gollop at the flag takes that one.
The final round of the season at Croft. Will Gollop is already champion, but the runners-up place has still to be decided, and it's between Barry Squibb and Steve Palmer.
Away in the lead, and Will Knight only third. Will Gollop down in third. Is Barry Squibb leading it from Steve Palmer. Then comes Dennis Biggerstaff and Mike Dresser. Oh, hey, what a great start there from Barry Squibb. And all of this action, I would imagine, being watched with a certain amount of envy by John Welch, who has non-started the Vauxhall Astra here this afternoon because they just cannot get that car to fire up. A very, very mysterious electrical problem in the car. It cut out in the paddock last night, and they've worked through most of the night to change just about everything they can think of on the car, but no way can John get it to fire. So that's why he's not amongst us as a competitor, that's why he is a spectator, and he is watching a tremendous battle here, and a bit of a surprise because I think perhaps many people would have put these three cars in exactly the reverse order at the end of the first lap. Barry Squibb leads it from Stephen Palmer. Will Gollop having a look. Will Gollop having a look. I wonder, is Will playing a waiting game? Is Will, knowing that he's won the championship, allowing these other two drivers to go away and race between themselves to decide which of them will become runner-up to him in Formula A in the British Championship? Is he? Or is he just conserving his car for that classic encounter we're looking forward to very shortly at Liddon Hill with Martin Skanker? Whatever he's doing, he is in third place, and it is still Barry Squibb then leading it. A marvellous drive here from Barry Squibb. He really is on fine form this afternoon. Squibby cocks his heels over the shuttle curbs. He comes down into Checkers Corner. It is still the ever consistent Stephen Palmer right in his wake. Stephen with the newly rebuilt engine in there in the car, the new 3.8 Goodman's engine working very, very well indeed. He is staying with the turbocharged machines, but it is indeed Will Gollop regaining his effort there in third place, but they are certainly making him work very hard. You can see just how sideways Willie's getting there as he gets a little bit off the racing line. They're making him look on the outside to try and take this one, but he can't do it, and this is a tremendous A final, and it's still Barry Squibb from Stephen Palmer. They're all getting closer and closer as they come away out of the complex, and Will Gollop coming on the outside. Have a look. He'll never get through the shuttle, surely like this he will. Oh my heavens, what a brave manoeuvre, and Stephen Palmer trips over his bodywork there as he hits some tyres amidst all that. Dennis Biggerstaff is still, we can see, in fourth place. There goes Stephen Palmer, his bodywork damaged there, I think, by the course marking tyres, thrown off his line a little bit, but what a manoeuvre there from Will Gollop, which has taken him through into the lead. But Barry Squibb is in second place, and Barry, I think, is going to do enough here this afternoon to take the runners-up spot in Formula A in the British Championship behind Will Gollop. And I'm sure, although he would have loved to have won it, Barry's thinking to himself, well, I've been beaten by potentially the quickest car in Europe. But more action then coming from Division 2, and it is Hans de Paas making a good run. No, it's not, I do beg your pardon. That was in second place Stephen Palmer, but it's the bi-turbo of Bengt Vickland who's gone into the lead. Bengt Vickland leads, but not for much longer. Stephen Palmer coming through to challenge. They are side by side, and exit Steve Palmer. Steve spinning off with the Carglass Dynetics car onto the infield, and now it's Guy Williams surely coming up to challenge the bi-turbo of the Swede. In third place is indeed Hans de Paas from the Netherlands. Those three cars well clear now. So it's Sweden, and it's the Dagfinn Larsson prepared bi-turbo V6 engine in the 6R4 of the determined little Swede. Bengt Vickland leading from New Boy here in the UK. Guy Williams, there goes Jos Sturkins through with the 4x4 Turbo Fiesta, but up front it's all Guy Williams putting pressure onto Bengt Vickland, and Guy giving away a lot of brake horsepower to the Swedish driver. But this young man, ex-motocross rider, and has come fine form into the British scene now, jumping straight from Formula C, where he was very quick with the Fiesta, into the Division 2 category here, and as I said, making noises of a full European Championship encounter in 1992. That's going to be a really good run, I feel, for Guy Williams, and indeed he's having a good run here at the moment. The Century Plant car, though, cocking its heels over Mads Bank, and very lucky not to get contact there with the chicane, but the young lad from Cranley in Surrey recovering very, very quickly indeed, but it's given Bengt Vickland now a fairly comfortable advantage up front. So Bengt Vickland it is, left-hand drive, 6R4 through the Devil's Elbow. Guy Williams in hot pursuit, trying to recover from that moment in that still very slippery paddock bend. Tyre choice has been very, very critical in these second qualifying heats, because as you can see, the tarmac is indeed very dry as we watch the recovering Steve Palmer there coming up to get past Belgian driver Jos Sturkens with the 4x4 turbo Fiesta. And Jos, who's had a lot of engine problems with that car, telling me he's moving over to a Jeff Page East Coast Racing engine for 1992. But there goes troubles for our leader. Oh, and Guy Williams just touching the front as he goes past. But Guy Williams goes into the lead. Guy Williams now leading. The bodywork you can see flailing on the car. And Guy coming out and drops in the bank. Oh, and Guy Williams in trouble. And he's knocked the wheel off. You can see one of Guy's wheels going over the line. But I think Guy himself had indeed crossed the finish line first. And Guy Williams, we see a replay of it, nudging the end of the tyre wall, hits the bank, and there obligingly the marshal shows him the checkered flag, and yes, Guy Williams does just get the victory.
Will Gollop.
And even for Will Gollop, things didn't always go according to plan.
These two great drivers makes the best start.
Oh, and again a brilliant start from Skanker, but a terrible start from Will Gollop. Will makes a terrible start. He has to win here today to keep his European Championship alight, and he's coming through to have a look for second place. Will Gollop going round the outside of Pat around, or at least trying to. Oh, and a bit of contact there between. Oh, and Will Gollop. Oh, he's been caught by Gary Baker. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And the Will Gollop car catches fire. Will's car on fire. The marshals, the brilliant Lyndon marshals on the scene so quickly, helping Will out of the car. Oh dear, oh dear.